Moodtrix over 30 review. Now, as we proceed to YouTube poop Joy Eternal. Oh, Moodtrix, Naruto versus Pain. Okay, so by the way, I know when Auntie Lisa says enjoy, that means die. Can't look up Joy Eternal because of what I know about the situation. They said she didn't do the whole Chris Brown. Yeah, that's how I live every single day. It's bullshit, and the justifiers I have to say for that is that, I got a whole bunch of money by 25. Now, when it comes to yelling, mental health, that's the default. Because I recognize that America literally runs off a disability to survive. They use autism as fuel for NASA in order to call out, anybody's sexual crime, this, and that. But, what I figured out, the grand story of this is that I figured out why maturity is above autism is because how it reflects is way bigger and way stronger, and autism literally is weak and flimsy, literally relying on 1/5, and when it comes to, pattern recognition in 1/5, it contradicts itself. But what I know for sports is that people there motivate you in order to get through your subject is giving you not only more dopamine, but the correct knowledge of the situation instead of, autistic person, having random thoughts of the situation, and that's why sports are important. And the reason why all this is very good and exceptional is because people like Noel, think above and beyond, autism thinks like nothing. But on contrary, what they figured out about autism is that they think about everything at once, okay? And that's, both good and bad, alright? But what has to happen, what if you know everything you see 1/5 of outside? That's what I learned from reading. When you're reading and you're mature, and you see everything's 1/5, are you really gonna, link to it, or you gotta know something in and out about it? I'm sorry, Lily, I've been through so much shit, and I know so much shit about life, I belittle it, I have to go past it. That's true, and that's very true in every way, shape, and form. You see how I'm figuring out shit about, Lindsay Lohan, how they have to fight Lily to lock this monster for their uncle. That's the thing, when you have cause and effect, the reason why you get beat, during cause and effect, why you have some effect means because you're actually doing the right thing at the right time. You're doing exactly what the book says. In return, your dopamine is grander. Meanwhile, I'm playing those sign games. And it's true, literally. And then you figure out, literally, that some people learn how to draw by not clinging on to, popular punk rock things like me, and that, they're more mental. But, like I said, the things that stop you from jumping to conclusion is context. Right, regular ed gives you so many ideas you can't even think of. I was stuck in 1/5 for all this homework. Them doing all that, literally not boiling for areas and shit, is also a part of, more richer parents, and people don't want to admit it. My mom restricted common sense. This world, oh, this is her world, this is that, because in this world she died, right? Literally, being half alive. And so I see Allie, a life for boys. Okay, I'm not winning to see Allie, life for boys. Hello. Was so childish this year. I even got, Flash, by a Ghost of Luzon, literally, and they're all like, you actually have enough money to live your own, this and that. Child, this is literally what I'm going through all day. He called out the dope, I called out, the responsibility when I earned this situation is bullshit, and also what gave me hope this year was Kui, and Takaichi, because what happened was, me and my brother had a golf game that looked like Kui, and he kept on, fooling people, the purple one that lost in Vegeta, and what ends up happening was, I didn't want to use him, so I had to use him down the line, literally, I'm like, okay, just one more Kui, I wasn't supposed to use him because he was ugly, he was calling out, a trick behind the game, and so last time I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna use Curie versus Broly, and then that's it. Then I learned something, and I tried to tell them, she's only gotta say one thing, and they didn't believe me. I called out bigger principles like, yo, while I go back to school, literally, are they gonna give me head while I do homework? It's true, it's serious shit. I'm just telling you, literally, I have the common sense of the reality show. I also have more points, literally, so, what I'm saying is, unless I'm in, Alpha and Omega, right now, not just gonna make a difference. It's the amendment literally to hold back, to feel sorry for autism, literally because of a gang. A gang is what gets you a boost. People are supposed to be broke at 30. People are supposed to be broke all the way to their 33. But guess what? My mom is still gonna say the same thing. 30 years old, you should be this, and that, and that's it. That's why I recognize, literally, when India got a job, literally, she snagged one at the right time. So also waited until she got way older to get a job, because when I got jobs, I was in my early 20s, I made the mistake. Around with Jordan and shit, literally, so I recognize the reason why she kept it, literally, was when she went way more mature age. I'm still implying this and that. I'm like, okay, well, what happens if she keeps it for a whole high school graduation? Besides that, literally, we already had the game, we know already. When she brought a boyfriend over it, literally, guess what happened to her mom? Okay, let's go, etc. Also called out what was ridiculous this year. That's why after literally I got done with playing all those fighting games, Jericho break it down, I still had Daniela. Believe a whole journey when you're stuck in friends ended with no car at 30. It pissed me off, but it lets you know the car is always there. You just have to be obtainable. And that, started getting infuriated because I started telling the domestic violence crew that, I already agreed to go back to school. I already agreed to go back to, Knott's Berry Farm. Why are you trying to get me into 150? Why am I still talking to a scientist? That's the thing I've been beefing with about weeks. Then I literally saw them move like a chess piece because of Grandma and Ditto. Then Mom actually got my way, literally, they actually started touching me. What I figured out about this shit was, when they're letting them trip on Samurai Jack, them he's holding me to the military. I learned all about this shit. Now it's time to cut it in half. I have to double and pie with Fresh for Year and Gazelle. Because we got literally an Indian girl that was typically, bottling, especially since we had cringe. And because of her face, what was more important? The fact that she gave me more female definition, behind the scenes, or the fact that she called me a little kid in front of Robert. Then there was Bakugan, literally, and that's another, obstacle for my life. Literally, I love that shit. The reason why I'm speaking about Bakugan is because they actually wanted, to inflict criticism, while I criticized myself before entering. And I said that in an interview. So the game called Blood what it does, the reason why Blood was so hard to take down in America is because it gives you something and takes something away from you for the same time, so it gives you a lesson, So, as much fun as you have them being, we're laughing with the Laffy Taffy, give you a restriction, I make you kill someone, and that's when people have the speeches of literally making you a grown-ass man. Literally, that's when they get pulled over for cause and effect, they get double applied this, and they get double applied that for government. The only way to stop a Blood is treating them exactly like Eris, literally holding them against their weight when they know the whole situation. This is real shit. This is so real shit. Literally, I started getting ahead of the game to the fact that I recognized that Zachary's Pizza is a Mandela. Literally, Chris pulled me over. I thought we were going to the excellent restaurant. There's somebody in his fucking house. I know the best mind screws go, but I know, people in Bloods work like this. The uglier you are, the more versatile you can put for guys to get in your pants. I do something, so how can you get bribed by somebody like Ed, etc. Literally, when Eris has double D's at will? He never got it, and he never thinks straight. I'm confused, really a couple, or they double and power their domestic bonds, or they're agreeing with me being unbelievably handsome. I don't know what it takes. But 30 was a whole revelation. Guess what, Lily, no matter how much I knew Lily, I gained real money in my early 20s, 25. Lily, those checks, Lily, can have an expiration date, Lily, which is coming up pretty soon. Even though they may be able to rewrite it, my mom is still gonna say the same thing. We'll have the reminder at 30, Lily, that I recognized that her whole angle, Lily wasn't killing me because she can't afford, an actual real girlfriend. That's why she has all these unsocial ways of blocking me from things that require common sense. So that's when I learned my lesson. When you take things one by one instead of all by one, literally, when I was, in HS, literally, do you recognize, literally, that it's healthier, because you're not, putting your hopes up, you're not doing everything at once, you're slowly recognizing things one by one, and that lets you not have dopamine, but have more understanding situation where you have more tools. That's why all those Indian people who hide behind Digimon, a stronger household, they have more tools, so when 1/5 comes to a corner, you don't crumble, you slow down and you have more tools. You're so immature, you fucking Mitchell called you. Well, let me tell you something that happened at 30, the exact year I was supposed to get my car and all my money. Literally, when you put me up against all human beings on monkey, put me up against all these kind of lessons, guess what happened? I'm the first one who read a book. I'm the one who mastered the mature game by 30. Literally, that's why I learned things about in and out. Literally, fucking brought back the Joru this, brought back this, and that. Literally, that's how I fucking feel. Literally, that's why I'm so sane up here, bro. Whenever she speaks, literally, it cuts me off. Then you physically make a move. Literally, then you reinforce something. So I'm like, because I trapped you on points, because you can't make a physical move because of points, silly, there has to be, a conclusion. The message about you can't keep on treating me like Samurai Jack. I can't keep on, earning points. I can't keep on evolving the game just for you to treat me the same. That's cancer, okay? So this is Moodtrix, I'm out.